The Architects Behind the Curtain, a Machiavellian reflection on power and illusion. In the realm of politics, the visible actors are never the true rulers. The masses, distracted by the noise of elections and debates, mistake the shadow puppets for the hands that control them. In truth, the global stage is meticulously choreographed by forces operating beyond the democratic illusion. To understand power, one must look not to the podiums of presidents but to the counting houses of dynasties, namely, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, whose influence transcends borders, ideologies, and even empires. These families, entrenched in the financial heart of the City of London, are not merely wealthy clans but sovereign entities unto themselves. They sit atop a financial network that spans the globe, with tentacles reaching into the vaults of central banks, the boardrooms of arms manufacturers, and the echo chambers of global institutions. They are not elected, but obeyed. The European Union dances to their tune, not because of treaties or diplomacy, but because of debt and dependency. The Federal Reserve, the IMF, the ECB, these are not instruments of the people, but tools of an elite cabal that uses economics as a weapon and crises as opportunities. It is within this framework of concealed rule that political figures like Trump, Biden, or Zelensky must be understood. They are not leaders in the Machiavellian sense, they are courtiers, jesters performing roles assigned to them by the architects of global finance. Their policies, contradictions, and public feuds are theater, designed to sustain the illusion of choice and democracy. The crowd cheers, boos, and votes, unaware that the script was written long before the curtain rose. This illusion is sustained by controlled chaos, war, inflation, pandemics. None of these are purely organic events. They are managed disruptions, often profitable for those who own the means of recovery. Consider the so-called rivalry between East and West. In reality, both sides are financed by the same hands, armed by the same factories, and indebted to the same banks. Take, for instance, the strategic relationship between Israel and Turkey. To the casual observer, they may appear politically at odds, but beneath the surface, they cooperate in intelligence, defense, and economic affairs. President Erdogan, portrayed as a populist strongman, is in fact a carefully groomed operator. His resemblance to figures like Eli Cohen, the legendary Israeli spy who infiltrated the Syrian regime, is no accident. Erdogan plays the nationalist, to his domestic base the Islamist to the Muslim world, and the pragmatic ally to Western power brokers. This multiplicity of masks is not weakness. It is his strength, Machiavellian in its execution. One must ask, how did a man from the political slums of Istanbul rise to such global prominence? Charisma alone does not explain his ascent. The answer lies in backing. Without the discreet support of transnational elites, those who control energy corridors, currency flows, and regional intelligence structures, no outsider enters the inner sanctum of global power. Like all rulers who are not born into aristocracy, Erdogan was selected and elevated to serve a purpose. And like all such men, he will remain in power only so long as he remains useful. The lesson here is simple and eternal. Power is never where it seems to be. It hides behind institutions, nations, and ideologies, manipulating symbols while pursuing interests. The prince who wishes to survive in such a world must learn to see through the veil. He must not be distracted by appearances, nor deceived by rhetoric. He must understand that sovereignty today belongs not to flags or constitutions, but to those who own debt, dictate policy through lobbying, and manufacture consent through media. The world is not governed by democracies, it is managed by syndicates. And the greatest trick they ever pulled was convincing billions that they were free.